Unlocking Wealth, Dan Pena's take on risk management. Let me tell you this, have you ever felt like your financial life was a roller coaster ride? You invest, you hope, you dream, and then it feels like the next day everything falls apart. And yet, you still believe that with enough effort you can unlock wealth. Well, let's dive into how Dan Pena, an expert in risk management, believes we can do just that. Dan Pena, a seasoned investor and author, has seen it all, from the highs of a successful investment to the lows of market volatility. He understands that while risk is inherent in the game, it doesn't have to paralyze you. In fact, he sees it as an opportunity to grow and learn. So, let's unpack his take on risk management, shall we? You might be wondering, what exactly is risk management? It's the practice of identifying potential risks and taking proactive steps to mitigate them. For Dan, it's not just about avoiding losses. It's about understanding the potential outcomes and preparing for them. This mindset transforms the way we perceive risk, turning it from a deterrent to a catalyst for growth. Now here's something you should know. When Dan started his journey in the financial world, he faced his first major setback. His initial investments didn't perform as expected, and he lost a significant portion of his capital. But instead of giving up, he took a step back, analyzed what went wrong, and learned valuable lessons. He realized that the key wasn't in avoiding all risks, but in knowing which ones to embrace strategically. In one of his books, Dan shares a story about a client who had a portfolio heavily invested in tech stocks during the dot-com bubble. Despite being aware of the potential risks, the client didn't sell because they believed in the future of technology. The result was devastating, but through careful analysis and strategic decisions, Dan helped the client reduce their exposure and preserve their wealth. This experience taught him that understanding the underlying factors influencing market movements is crucial for making informed decisions. So, how does Dan suggest we incorporate risk management into our financial strategies? Firstly, diversification is key. By spreading investments across different asset classes, industries, and geographies, we spread out the risk. Think of it like having multiple safety belts in a car. Just in case one fails, another provides protection. Secondly, setting clear goals and benchmarks is essential. Whether you're saving for retirement, buying a house, or funding your child's education, having a clear vision helps guide your investments. This way, you can make decisions based on what aligns with your objectives rather than reacting to market fluctuations. But perhaps the most important aspect of risk management is staying disciplined. Emotions often cloud our judgment during volatile times, leading us to make irrational decisions. Dan emphasizes the importance of maintaining a long-term perspective. Remember, the stock market goes up and down, but over time, it tends to trend upward. Staying patient and consistent in your approach will help you navigate through the ups and downs. Let's consider a real-life example. Suppose you're investing in stocks. Instead of reacting impulsively to short-term market movements, you decide to focus on companies with solid fundamentals, strong earnings, healthy cash flows, and a competitive edge. By doing so, you build a diversified portfolio that reflects your values and long-term goals. This approach not only reduces risk, but also increases the likelihood of achieving your financial aspirations. Moreover, regular reviews of your portfolio are vital. As markets change, your risk tolerance and investment strategies may need adjustments. Dan recommends setting aside time each quarter to reassess your holdings. This process allows you to stay aligned with your financial plan and make necessary tweaks to ensure your investments remain in line with your objectives. Now, I want to share a personal anecdote that illustrates the power of disciplined risk management. A few years ago, I was facing a challenging period where my investments seemed to be going nowhere. I found myself questioning whether I should stick with my current strategy or pivot to something entirely new. However, I remembered Dan's advice about maintaining discipline and long-term perspective. So, I kept my original plan intact, periodically reviewing and adjusting as needed. Fast forward to today, and I'm glad I stayed committed. My diversified portfolio has consistently performed well, providing me with steady returns over the years. Lastly, remember that risk management isn't just about protecting your wealth, it's about building it. By embracing risk thoughtfully and systematically, you position yourself to achieve financial success. It's a journey, not a destination, and every decision you make along the way shapes your overall financial health. So, if you're ready to transform your approach to risk management and unlock wealth, start by adopting these principles. Diversify your investments, set clear goals, and stay disciplined. With these tools at your disposal, you'll be better equipped to handle the ups and downs of the market. Here's to unlocking your full potential and creating a secure financial future. Here's something you should know. The path to financial security is paved with knowledge, patience, and disciplined decision-making. By following Dan Pena's guidance on risk management, you're not just protecting your wealth, you're embarking on a journey toward greater prosperity and stability. So, take a deep breath, gather your courage, and start implementing these strategies today. Your financial future is worth it.